Early life and background. Noura Al Ibrahim was born on March 10, 1999 in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. From a young age, Noura was drawn to sports, with football becoming her primary passion. Growing up in a country where women's involvement in sports was traditionally limited, Noura faced significant challenges in pursuing her dreams of becoming a professional footballer. However, her family was supportive, and Noura was determined to break barriers in a sport dominated by men. Her early exposure to football came through playing with her siblings and local boys in the neighborhood, where she quickly displayed exceptional talent. While there were limited formal opportunities for women to play football in Saudi Arabia at the time, Noura's love for the game persisted. Her talent did not go unnoticed, and it wasn't long before she was recruited to join a local girls' football team. As Noura honed her skills in the local leagues, she grew more determined to succeed in the sport and began training with coaches who saw her potential. These early years set the foundation for what would become a remarkable career in women's football. The breakthrough. Early career and challenges. Noura's breakthrough came when she was invited to join the Saudi Arabian women's national football team. At this time, women's football in Saudi Arabia was still in its infancy, and there were few structured leagues or competitions for female players. Despite these challenges, Noura's determination and talent were clear, and she quickly became a standout player in the national team. Her first international appearance came in the 2018 AFC Women's Asian Cup, where she represented Saudi Arabia on the continental stage. Although the team did not advance far in the tournament, Noura's performance was one of the highlights. She impressed coaches and fans alike with her skill, vision, and work ethic on the pitch. This early exposure to international competition was pivotal in her development as a player, as it gave her invaluable experience and boosted her confidence. However, Noura's career was not without its obstacles. The lack of infrastructure for women's football in Saudi Arabia meant that she had to overcome numerous logistical challenges, including limited access to quality training facilities and coaching. Despite these setbacks, Noura's passion for the game never waned. She continued to improve her skills through self-motivation and by working with local coaches who helped her develop her technical abilities. Career peak, domestic success and international recognition. Noura Al Ibrahim's career truly began to reach its peak in the early 2020s as women's football in Saudi Arabia started to gain more recognition. The establishment of the Saudi Women's Football League in 2020 was a significant moment for women's sports in the country. This league provided Noura with a platform to showcase her abilities on a domestic level and played a key role in the evolution of women's football in Saudi Arabia. Playing for Al Ittihad, one of the premier clubs in the newly formed league, Noura quickly became a standout player. As an attacking midfielder, she was known for her vision, dribbling skills, and ability to create scoring opportunities for her teammates. Her performances in the league were consistently impressive, and she was regarded as one of the top players in Saudi women's football. During this time, Noura's reputation as a key player in the national team also continued to grow. She represented Saudi Arabia in various international tournaments, including the Gulf Women's Championship and the Arab Women's Cup. In these competitions, Noura demonstrated her leadership qualities and her ability to perform under pressure, contributing to her team's success and further cementing her status as one of the best footballers in the region. Her performances in these international tournaments earned her widespread recognition, and she was praised for being a trailblazer for women's football in Saudi Arabia. Noura's ability to compete at the highest level in both domestic and international competitions brought her attention from international scouts, who recognized her potential to succeed on the global stage. Main achievements and milestones. Noura Al Ibrahim's career has been marked by several key achievements and milestones. Some of the most significant accomplishments of her career include: historic role in the Saudi women's national team. Noura was one of the first players to represent Saudi Arabia in international women's football tournaments. Her role in the team's development and growth cannot be overstated, and she remains a key figure in the national team's ongoing efforts to compete on the international stage. Participation in the AFC Women's Asian Cup. Noura's involvement in the 2018 AFC Women's Asian Cup marked a significant moment in her career. Although the tournament did not bring immediate success for Saudi Arabia, Noura's performances were a positive sign of things to come. Leadership in the Saudi Women's Football League. Noura's role at Al Ittihad helped establish her as one of the premier players in Saudi Arabia's domestic league. Her leadership on the field and her ability to create opportunities for her teammates were key factors in her club's success during the early years of the league. International recognition. Through her exceptional performances at both the club and international levels, Noura Al Ibrahim became one of the most recognized female footballers in the Middle East. Her success has inspired many young girls to pursue careers in football, helping to shift the cultural perception of women in sports in Saudi Arabia. Arab Women's Cup achievements. Noura played a central role in Saudi Arabia's efforts in the Arab Women's Cup, where she showcased her technical skills and leadership qualities. Her performances in the tournament helped boost the profile of women's football in the Arab world. Legacy and impact on Saudi women's football. Noura Al Ibrahim's legacy goes beyond her individual accomplishments. She has been a pioneering figure in the development of women's football in Saudi Arabia and the broader Arab world. As one of the first women to represent her country at an international level in football, Noura has broken down many barriers for future generations of female athletes in the region. Her impact is particularly evident in Saudi Arabia's growing interest in women's sports. Through her performances, Noura has helped to increase the visibility of women's football and demonstrated that female athletes can compete at the highest levels. She has also played a pivotal role in encouraging young girls to participate in sports, helping to create a new generation of female footballers in Saudi Arabia. Additionally, Noura has used her platform to advocate for gender equality in sports. She has spoken out about the need for better facilities, more opportunities for women, and increased investment in women's football. Her efforts have contributed to the positive changes that are taking place in Saudi football, where women's sport is slowly but steadily gaining recognition and support. Noura's work off the pitch has also been significant. She has served as a mentor to younger players, helping to nurture the next generation of Saudi female footballers. Her leadership and advocacy have had a profound impact on the growth of the sport, and her legacy will continue to inspire future players.